Hi, Chef Jessica here, and as you know, I am a chef, but some of you don't know, I am also a busy single mom. So while I love to eat and I love food, it's also very challenging for me to make sure my family stays healthy and that I stay on track throughout the week while my kids are with me. And so I want to share with you what has worked for me as a busy working chef, as somebody who loves food, and as somebody who does not like to restrict themselves. First of all, I want you to know that I have had my personal chef business here in Southern California for over 2.5 decades. I've had celebrities as clients, I've had professional athletes as clients, I've had many VIPs as clients, but believe it or not, the regular folks are some of the most disciplined, hardworking people when it comes to eating healthy that I have seen. And there are so many different strategies or menu plans or nutrition plans out there. I always think that I have seen them all, and then another one comes along and I learn something new. But what I really have learned over the years is that it has to work for you. You cannot force yourself into an eating plan or a menu plan that does not fit with your lifestyle. And that is why all of my resources are coming from a place of no deprivation. They're coming from a place of enjoyment. And I want you to understand that. I am 49, I'm going to be 50 in a few months, and I have finally cracked the code to weight loss. And it's really exciting. It feels really free. And at the same time, it feels very frustrating that I did not know all this information to begin with. I feel like the information that I have now that I'm going to be sharing with you really should be things that everybody knows. And it is a journey of self-discovery. It's a journey of self-awareness. You're going to be uncovering a lot of things about yourself. But know this, don't overthink it. It's not complicated. It's not something that you have to stress over. And when I'm going to break down in my resources for you, it's going to show you that it actually all can work out just from you building yourself meals with the foods that you love that just fit the parameters of what you need. And that may sound complicated, but I promise you it's not. It's like turning a boat. It's a little challenging in the beginning, then you gain momentum, and before you know it, you're at your desired destination. So start thinking about it this way. What foods do you love? What foods do you eat every single day? Are there foods that you want to take out of your diet? What are foods that you can replace those things with? There's so many small changes that you can make, but it first comes from self-awareness. You have to be aware of what is going on. And if you don't know, if you're confused, that's where my program will really help you. It brings a lot of clarity. So you have to know specifically what you're doing wrong before you can know what you're doing right. So start from there, and I promise you it'll get easier. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite foods, some of the things that I love to use for my family. I call it a capsule diet. If you've ever heard of a capsule wardrobe, you'll know it's similar to that kind of idea. And I would love to know, what's worked for you, or what challenges do you have with staying healthy, with keeping your macros on track, and really just supporting your own goals while also being there for your family. What are your challenges, and where do you need support? Hey guys, Chef Jessica. I'm here on my day off and I just got a grocery delivery. So I thought it was a perfect time to make a quick video and explain to you the idea behind a capsule diet that works seamlessly with my puzzle method to track macros and then transition into intuitive eating, which is always the goal. I'm Chef Jessica Leibovich of Prosperous Personal Chefs. I have been a personal chef for over 25 years now, and I have seen just about every type of diet there is, although every few years a new one comes along and surprises me and I learn something new. But here's the deal. If you are on any type of special diet, or you're new to tracking macros, or you're doing anything new in your diet, just know that it can seem overwhelming, but when you really break it down, it's quite simple. And I want to simplify it for you. So here's one thing I want you to remember. Cooking, although companies and businesses want to make it seem like there are endless options for food out there, when it comes down to it, there's really only a few basic ingredients that everything is derived from. And once you fully understand that, you can really cook just about anything you want or make a substitution for just about anything you want. As personal chef for 25 years and having so many special diets, I've had to do so many different things and try so many new things that sometimes for myself, I just want to keep it simple. I'm also a mom and I have 2 teenagers. So while they are very hungry and they eat a lot, they're also kind of picky and they don't want to eat something just because it's good for them. So I have to make it taste good. I have to make sure it's within my budget. And I'm also tired. I don't feel like cooking a lot when I'm off work. Even though I'm a chef, it's kind of a running joke in our house that I'm not going to make something really fancy for my family because most of the time they're not really going to appreciate it. You know, my sister is able to make a casserole and her whole family will eat it. But my family won't. They want separate ingredients, which actually makes things easy for me for macro tracking, but also for capsule diet. Okay, so if you know what a capsule wardrobe is and you're familiar with the idea, it's very similar to that. And it transitions into my puzzle method very well. So here are some ingredients that I use pretty much every single week. And a lot of these things can be interchanged with each other. Or if they're not interchanged, we can make different meals using different things. For example, I haven't done my grocery shopping for my produce yet. I only have a few things here, but almost every day my kids will have a yogurt bowl with berries. And my daughter loves honey. My son loves a sugar-free caramel sauce, and sometimes he'll put apples instead of berries. We always put a little bee pollen I have up there on there, and she loves chia seeds on that. But at the same time, I can also use the Greek yogurt and use the ground beef and make a gyro wrap with cook the ground beef with some onions and some spices, take the Greek yogurt and make a sauce with the cucumbers and wrap it in the pita and the lettuce. So that is what I mean when I say capsule ingredients. This way you keep your budget down, but you also are eating healthy and you're able to really still have variety in your life, okay? So I find that having fruit is something that is essential as a mom. So if you're a mom and you like to have fruit around, I taught my daughter this way to cut a mango, and now she loves having mangoes all the time. So, you know, just having fruit ready for them and showing them like cool ways of doing stuff. So I give her the mango like that, and it's kind of cute and fancy, and I put it in the bowl for her and she loves it, and now she will cut her own mango like that. So just keeping things really simple and cute are actually just ways to kind of motivate yourself to stay healthy. I mean, having chia seeds in your yogurt bowl is such a small little change that's going to fill you up. Just add a teeny little bit of fat, but it's going to sort of start to shift the way that you look at food. So these are some things that you can do. And as we talked about in the first part of the video, I do not like to deprive myself. You know, I am a chef and I feel like food should be enjoyable. And that is what I love about macro tracking is you can truly fit anything that you want. You know, I used to think that beef or red meat was not healthy for me. I used to cut dairy out of my diet. I used to not have a lot of eggs. I didn't want to have a lot of butter. All of these things are in my diet now. I love having like nut butters. This one's really cool. It's called Nutso, and it has chia seeds in there. And there's so many ways that, like, if you want to cut your fat, like let's say you want to have nut butter, but you want to have low fat, these peanut butter powders are great. And I just found one that has no sugar in it too. So I love that as well. I love making smoothies. My kids love smoothies. I will put protein powder, I'll put yogurt, I'll put fruit, I'll put the chia seeds in there. Sometimes we'll make it a smoothie bowl. There's so many fun ways that you can use your capsule diet to create new meals. Because when you think about the idea of a capsule diet, it is the core ingredients that you and your family love. And that's what makes it so great. So here's one tip. If there's stuff that you would love to learn about, let me know. Check out my new resource on counting macros, and I'm here to help you and support you. So let me know your questions.